Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In the previous video I showed you my way of doing multi-time frame analysis, and I showed you that instead of doing the standard top-down analysis, meaning going from the higher time frame all the way to the intermediate time frame to the lower time frame and then form the trade idea, I showed you my way of doing it, which is going from the lower time frame and the intermediate time frame to the higher time frame. So basically, instead of doing this is the higher time frame. It could be the 1 hour, it could be the daily, and then going from or to the 1 hour time frame, and then going to the 1 minute time frame to take an entry, or the 5 minute, whatever time frames you are using, right? I go from here. I go from the lower time frame, looking, excuse me for my terrible drawings, but going from my entry pattern. So I'm starting from the entry pattern, although that sounds outrageous, right? And I'm basically aligning the intermediate time frame and the time frame that I want to execute on. And when these two are aligned and my pattern is present, then I go to the higher time frame and validate that pattern, whether it is valid or not, basically aligned with what the higher time frame is doing, and that's it. And the logic of why I prefer this way and not this way is that this is way better for the psychology, right? All you're doing during the session is looking for that entry pattern of yours that you have seen it thousands of times before, right? That's easy task. And then when that pattern presents itself, you go to the higher time frame and check if it's valid or not, right? Instead of trying to understand these time frame all together the whole session. So I showed you the theory, and that was basically it. And now I'm going to show you chart examples, right? And in the next video, or maybe after the next one, I'm going to show you, or we're going to do a backtesting session together using this way, right? And you're going to see how easy it is to frame a trade idea. So let's jump into trade examples real quick. I'm going to show you trade examples that worked and that didn't work, meaning entry patterns that I found on the lower time frame first align with the intermediate time frame, and then when I jump to the 1 hour or my higher time frame, they were validated, and the ones that were not validated by the higher time frame. So let's start from the trades that worked. So you can see on the left and on the right, I have two time frames. On the right, this is my execution time frame, right? This is this one right here. And then there's the intermediate time frame, which is the 1 minute time frame. So I'm basically looking for this to start the intermediate time frame to start trending in one direction. That's my trigger to start looking for my pattern here, my entry pattern. And my entry pattern is very basic. I want to see a sweep. I want to see something gets violated, bearish, something bearish, right? For example, in this case, it was an imbalance. Sometimes it is a high, doesn't matter, or a zone, right? So basically, I'm looking at these two only. And when this presents itself, now all I want to do is to go and check the higher time frame. So in this case, the 1 hour, does it agree on this trade? So how do we know that, or what criteria to know whether the higher time frame is in line with this? First of all, we can see that we have impulsive candles to the upside. I'm basically looking for continuation. That's easy to spot. And also I want to let that wick passes, so that's open and then the low and then trading to the upside. So basically the previous candle, you can see price opened here, we have that wick. So I don't want to position myself before printing this wick to the downside. I want to position myself after that. And for example, this candle, it doesn't have a wick, but most of the candles, 90% of the candles is going to have that wick, and you don't want to participate or trade to the upside before that wick forms. So in this case, you can see that we already have that wick to the downside, and we are past 2 p.m., right? So that wick is represented here. You can see from this candle here into the downside. We took the low, so that's beautiful. And now I can take the trade. So you can see here we continue to the upside on it. Another example, a short position from here. So this is my lower time frame. This is my this is my intermediate time frame. Basically, I want to see my intermediate time frame trade in one direction, right? Either trending down or up. I don't want to see ranging because my strategy is based on following the trend. So as you can see, I have my pattern here presented itself. Now all I have to do is to check the hourly time frame and see if we have its blessing. So this is the hourly time frame. We can see that we are trading to the downside. This is the pullback, and we still have a lot of room to trade to the downside. We have a lot of imbalances. This is the hourly candle. We can see that we already printed that wick to the upside, so same pattern from before. And now I can look for a down move with higher probability, right? And this is just one criteria to validate the trade. I'm going to show you other criteria later on. But the concept of the open, high, low, and close, or open, low, high, and close is going to be always present, right? So that's how the result of the previous trade. And this is another example. Same thing. This is the 15-second, and this is the 30-second. I can use the 30, the 1, the 2, the 3 for the intermediate time frame. Basically, I'm looking for price to start trading this way, right? And looking for a sweep here in the lower time frame. So that's my entry pattern presenting itself. Now again, what I'm looking at is the 1 hour, and this is beautiful. So you can see here, this is very aligned. So this pattern right here was aligned with what the higher time frame is doing, and not just the concept of the open, low, high, and close. Although it is present here, we can see that this hourly candle already printed that wick to the downside. So if we are trading to the upside or closing up on this candle, I'm in the clear, so I don't get wicked again below my stop loss. And also we can see that from a higher view of the chart, not just the candle, this wick traded to the downside. We have this energetic move to the upside, this expansion. We pulled back to this imbalance, right? And before starting a new expansion, we can see that we only wicked below this one, right? Only wicks here, so this is sweep, and now we are trading to the upside. So we failed to close below this. We are at expansion, pullback, and new expansion cycle, and the next target could be this high right here, right? The high of the previous candle. So this is very aligned. You can see that I'm starting from a pattern on the lower time frame and then going from the higher time frame and see if it aligns. So that's the result of the trade, right? Another example here, same thing. This is my intermediate time frame, this one the 1 minute, and this is the 15-second. My entry pattern was here. We violated this imbalance. You can see that it rejected the price here. So I know that if we violate this, there's a good chance that we can trade to the upside. But first we need to see if the higher time frame is validating this. So you can see this one is pretty much identical to the previous one. We can see that we have, and this is not the same, right? You have an expansion, we pulled back, and before the new expansion, this candle opened here, took this, right, the previous candle low, and we traded above this, but we still have a lot of room to trade to the upside. For example, this candle, right? So this is aligned. We also have that concept of the high, low, open, low, high, and then close, right? And this is the result, right? So let me show you another example. I believe this is the same one. All right, so this is a beautiful example. This is the examples that this pattern right here was not aligned with the hourly time frame, my higher time frame. So as you can see, we are trading in one direction here on the intermediate time frame. I have that pattern on the lower time frame, the entry pattern. You can use, of course, any pattern of your own. This is not about entry patterns or my strategy. This is about how I do my multi-time frame analysis. So now all I need to do is to go to the hourly and see what's going on. So that's the hourly, but what do you notice? This candle just opened. We are still at 12 p.m., right? You can see that we opened, and this is just the first minute or two, and we didn't even create that wick to the downside. So there's a good chance that we're gonna still trade to the downside, make that move to the downside, right? So creating the low of the candle and then continuing to the upside. Either way, I don't want to trade or take a long before that wick happens. And what happens is that we traded to the downside one more time, right? And you can see that my entry pattern was pretty much the same. So it is not about the criteria here or me rushing into a trade. This is simply because we didn't create that low yet. So look what happened. We created that low, right? And then we traded to the upside. Here you go. You can see here. And this is the result. So although the entry pattern was there, the hourly didn't validate it yet. And this, I believe, the last example, you can see pretty much the same thing. You can see that the intermediate time frame and my lower time frame, they're pretty much identical among all examples. Price trending in one direction here. We have that entry pattern, we have that sweep, price breaking something in the opposite way. And now all you have to do is to go to the hourly and see what's going on. So on the hourly, this happened. If you go to the time axis, right, you can see that we are 2 minutes away from a new hourly candle to open. So that tells you that price here, after 2 minutes, there's a good chance that we're going to trade to the downside first, right? In order for us to create this wick, right? That hourly low before trending to the upside. So I don't know if when we open on the new hourly candle is gonna print that low just to retrace to this range, or maybe a new sweep to the downside first. I don't know that, but I don't want to risk it. So for me, I want to wait for that hourly candle, the new hourly candle, to close or to open, and then see what happens. So this is another rule of mine to validate a pattern on the lower time frame, is that I don't take trades, longs or shorts, at the last 10 minutes or the last 5 minutes. That depends. Because I know that a new hourly candle can open, and this is a concept that you can use on almost any time frame, right? I know that a new hourly candle is gonna open, and it can be easily get liquidated here before trading to the upside. So as you can see, and the new hourly candle opened here, and immediately we get that low here. So that's from the perspective of the open, low, high, and close concept. But also we did an expansion and we traded above the previous high, right? So we might get a new, or we might get a pullback first and then a new expansion. So the higher time frame didn't agree on this anyway, right? So these are all the examples that I have. Maybe again we're gonna have a backtesting session, and I'm gonna show you how it's done and how easy it is to collect data and also live trade stress-free, right? So I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, you can always DM me on my Twitter account or leave a comment down below and I'll answer you as soon as I can. Now happy trading and good luck.